What impact did he have when you coming up playing basketball as a kid?
I mean, I was shocked, especially when one of our legends passes away like that. It's always makes everybody wake up in the world and be more appreciative of things that we have around. He was a role model for me growing up. I think he was for a lot of people. Shooting the paper in the trash can, we always say Kobe. The fadeaways on the basketball floor, you yell Kobe. So he was a big inspiration for a lot of people growing up.
Where were you when you found out? Were you on the way here? Were you already here?
Yeah, I was walking out my house and my brother told me. And you hear stories all around. We didn't want to believe it was true. But when we got here, we pretty much knew.
When you grew up idolizing Kobe and you get drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers, what do you remember about those experiences in your rookie year, some of those conversations you had?
Well, conversations on the phone of just continuing to stay the course and be aggressive in every way that I can. And just hearing him give comments to me, and I'm appreciative of that, to be around greatness of Laker basketball and to be around him for a day or two, or just a conversation on the phone. It was something that I always remember, and he's done a lot for the game of basketball.
How often did you guys get to talk in those days?
There was some scattered conversations on the phone, and I'm just continuing to give advice.
How tough was the try to play a basketball game today?
Well, as a leader, I think I had to put my foot forward a little bit just to clear my mind a little bit and try to be the best I can be on the basketball floor. And I think when you're on the basketball floor, you try to clear your head of everything and just try to be the best that you can be.
But now, a lot of the Adidas guys, y'all went in and put Kobe's on for the national anthem. What was that like, just kind of being able to make that gesture?
It's a big tribute, and it should have happened. Everything that we can to show support for as much as he's done for the game. I think we should do as much as possible.
So you've been part of the Laker locker room and part of the Laker brand for a while there. How important is it to you, considering what happened today, to have been part of that part of that team?
It's very important, and not for me just being a part of the Lakers basketball, but just him, what he's done for the game of basketball. Mm-hmm. His approach, you talk about Mamba mentality and everything that he's done for the game, and after the game that he was doing for his kids and his family and everything, being at the Lakers, just at the Lakers game to support. I think you just look at his body of work and you just appreciate it even more.
Brandon, did you take over his locker at the Staples Center after you were drafted, and what did that mean to you to have that award to you?
I did. You don't think about it so much in the moment, what's taking place, but that was special. That was special for me. I think the Lakers organization really believed in me at that point, and something that I always remember.
Moving on to today, it seemed like you guys started to find that rhythm that you had the 2 games before Zion coming back. And it was about today, kind of just having him, I guess, that third game. Did you start to pick it up a little bit?
Well, I think one thing that stands out is Alonzo. Alonzo, he's been pretty big and running our offense and being the head guy to get everybody the basketball. Everybody's been adjusting pretty well to it. And it's helping our defense and offense when he rebounds the basketball, he pushes the basketball, flats out the defense, and just finds open passes.
What do you think of the connection that Go and Zion have? He's throwing him alley-oop passes from the sideline at this point already.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's going to open up a lot of stuff in all our games, just for open looks on the wings and cutting to the basket. But that's a good connection that we will continue to do.
Hey, man, just going back to Kobe, what's like the one game, the one moment that you just remember watching him growing up?
The one moment? I guess the one that we always talk about at 81 point game. But I've seen a lot of his highlights and his determination and everything that he does. And he's a player that just never quits, going to battle to the end. And that's what I sense from him.
Zion gets the end of the game with you guys in the fourth quarter. How did he perform, and how big is that getting him in those kind of minutes? Because you're going to be on the floor, in those crunch time minutes with them. For him to play those minutes, how beneficial is that?
I mean, it's big. He calls so much attention on the basketball floor, and he's so athletic that you can put it anywhere around the rim, and he goes and grab it. And he's big on the offensive glass and the defensive glass, and he just creates so much more for our team when other players aren't on the floor.
You said that game one, that there's going to be, you didn't have to adjust too much with Zion being on the floor. Do you still feel that way 3 games in with him on the floor, and any adjustment you have to make on your game?
Well, I have to make adjustments every single game with the defense that's guarding, how they're going to guard me each night. With me moving back to the wing, I have to make another adjustment of where I'm going to score the basketball, where I'm going to be most effective. And it's still a learning process. It's still a working process, but as long as we keep winning basketball games, I think it'll come together.
How unique is Zion's second jump? And you guys, I know, practiced and scrimmaged against him a lot in the fall. How hard is it to box him out?
Well, granted, I'm not under there, but it just seems like it's just pretty hard to get him out of the paint, and it's a good luxury to have.